Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
To give you the most honest, unbiased opinions possible, we're going to select at random one of these matchups from our double-blind sample pool and taste them totally double-blind.
If you like blind tastings like this, be sure to like this video. It really helps us out with the almighty algorithm.
With all that said, let's run our randomizer and see which one of these 18 pairs we're tasting today.
Eight.
Well, there's 9 in the front row, so this is going to be number 8.
Cool.
We'll get these poured and be right back with our first impressions on both of these glasses. Glass 1 on the nose. Cheers.
So I'm getting some like dry erase markers.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, as soon as you said that, it was not there, and then, or it wasn't there, and then as soon as you said it, it showed up. It like burst through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
This to me smells like a green Jolly Rancher, just tons of green apple. It almost has like a little bit of like a yeastiness to it, like a more of like a fresh mash. Like if you go on a distillery tour and you smell the mash tanks.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a little bit of that there. Distiller's
like
beer.
But
yeah, like distiller's beer.
But not beer. Distiller's beer. It's different. These are different.
Yeah.
It's different.
And I'm getting some banana too. Let's get on the palate.
So to me, this tastes like a vitamin and then water.
That's actually pretty good. That's great notes. To me, all the stuff that I had on the nose carried over to the palate. The green apple's there, but it's in the background. The banana came to the forefront. There's that distiller's beer note, which to me indicates youth.
How are you getting green apple?
I don't know how you're not getting green apple. It smells like a green Jolly Rancher tastes.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. But it's also very banana heavy too. It's like you put
like a green banana maybe.
It's like you put a green Jolly Rancher and a whole bunch of one green Jolly Rancher and like 18 yellow banana runts in your mouth at the same time.
No, I'm getting green banana, Expo dry erase markers on the nose.
Okay, let's go in for another sip.
Okay. I also got soft pretzel on this second sip.
To me, there's some caramel and oak on the back end that kind of starts rolling in mid-palate, but that's it. It's like a 2-gear thing.
Yeah, there's
it's
not
like,
a lot. It's very like boom, boom, done.
Yeah, it's like all fruitiness up front, and then it shifts gears into the caramel and oak on the back end. Maybe some vanilla too, like your classic bourbon-y type of notes.
How are you getting all these?
But it's like, it's
You're
not
like fancy pants.
No, I'm not. It's just, it is what it is. Like it's fruity and there's some dark elements there as well. Caramel, vanilla, oak. But it's not like it's those two things and it is what it is. It's not giving me any more, any less. It's fine. Like it's a good pour. The finish is sticking around for a surprising amount of time for what seems to be a pretty moderate proof point. It's a little clingy, but not like huge.
It's not clinging very much.
Okay. Let's get into glass 2 and see what we're working with in comparison.
So to me, this smells a little darker on the nose, and I get the vitamins like on the nose in this one. I got the vitamin taste on the first one, but I get a vitamin note on the nose in this one.
Funny enough, there's some similarities in this glass to the first glass on the nose, but all those like bright fruity elements are tamped down, and it's like somebody just drizzled a thick layer of clover honey on top of it. I'm just getting like a very honey forward.
Okay. I can see that, but I'm not getting the sweetness element that honey gives. Because I know what clover honey tastes like because we have it and we have it a lot. I can smell that, but I'm not getting the sweetness from that. I'm getting the other scent that you get from clover honey.
Man, it smells really good on the nose. Let's get into the palate. What was that?
It did not taste like what I thought it would taste like.
It doesn't taste like clover honey.
No.
There's some honey elements there. It's like there's like a weightiness to it. It's very strange. It's like there's a weightiness to it, but I don't know what I'm tasting.
I'm confused by both of these. I'm gonna need more time, so I'm not gonna be really good right now.
Okay. After spending some time with both of these, what do you think?
So I was really confused by these. I think I might have slightly preferred glass 2 over glass 1.
Slightly, okay.
Slightly. That's all I got. I didn't get a lot extra after my first impressions.
Okay. For me, this is a tale of two cities. Like there's a lot of similarities, but there's also so many differences between both of these glasses.
Okay.
Glass 1 is lighter, glass 2 is darker. I tend to prefer a darker flavor profile, so this was an easy and clear win for glass 2 for me. I said glass 1 was like banana pudding that somebody stirred up with a charred oak stave. And then glass 2 was more like banana pancakes with, I don't even know what I wrote. Oh, with honey and a light amber maple syrup drizzle on top.
You are very specific.
I like food. Okay, let's get into some scores. Where are you at for glass 1?
So honestly, glass 1 just gets just okay for taste. Our nose, flavor, and experience across the board. It became kind of an ethanol smell for me. And
there's a sharpness there.
Sharp flavor too. So it just got just okay across. Just okay. Not this. Just okay across the board.
For me, glass 1's going to get a thumbs up on the nose. I did like the nose. I did give it a thumbs up on the flavor because a little bit that oak stave, that stirred up
you like that
oak stave came along. And I actually had it as a just okay at first, but then I bumped it up to a thumbs up once those darker elements started coming out on the flavor. I did give it a just okay on experience though. It tastes young. It tastes a little bit distiller's beery.
It does taste young, yeah.
And it just wasn't my cup of tea or glass of whiskey. Let's move on to glass 2. What are your scores?
So it gets a thumbs up on nose, thumbs up on flavor, and just okay on overall experience as well. Compared to glass 1, it was a little bit darker on nose and flavor, and I did prefer that, which is why it gets a thumbs up as opposed to just okay.
Yeah, I'm going thumbs up on nose, thumbs up on flavor, thumbs up on experience on glass 2. And I felt like of these 2 pours, glass 1 was just a little young and could be crafted a little bit better for my personal preferences. Glass 2 was just crafted better. It was a better put together product. So for me, glass 2 is the easy winner. Let's find out price first, then find out what we've been drinking. So glass number 1 is number 45 in our blind sample key.
Number 45 is $30.
Okay. I wish it were less. The proof substantiates $30, but I wish it were just a little bit better crafted. What is glass number 2 price?
$35.
I'm happy with that on glass 2.
Yeah, same.
Okay, let's find out what glass number 1 is. Number 45 in our key.
Jack Daniel's Bonded. 100 proof.
Oh, that math checks out. Okay, what's glass number 2?
Jack Daniel's Triple Mash.
Oh, that math checks out.
And they're both 100 proof.
That math checks out. Both 100 proof.
Yeah.
New to product. New to market products. Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Both 100 proof. Kudos to Jack Daniel's for putting these products out first and foremost.
Okay.
A lot of people seem to really be loving the Bonded.
Oh, interesting.
But in previous or off-camera tastings, I seem to gravitate towards a triple mash, and it's interesting to see that bear out here in a blind tasting as well. Double blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's wild that this came across so much lighter.
It came across sharper to me. Like
lighter in profile, but sharper.
Yeah, it was more ethanol on the nose.
Yep.
Sharper on the flavor, and lighter on the palate.
Yeah. Now that I know what it is, it kind of smells like Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 just cranked up to 11. That's what that smells like.
So Jack Daniel's Old Number 11?
Yeah. There you go. I think we might get a copyright strike for that or something. Jack Daniel's might sue us. Don't send any cease and desist or anything.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you want to rename it, there you go.
But the triple mash is undoubtedly a more interesting product, at least in my mind. Wow. This is I'm kind of stunned. Like, this is an interesting matchup because they're both new to market, because they're both going to be on the shelves all the time. And I'm so happy that Jack Daniel's is pulling this. Like, they're not releasing these as limited edition products or travel exclusives. They're just putting it out there on the shelf and they're saying, you know what, get at it. But this is fascinating because in our market, a lot of stores are marking these up, even though they're regular release items. I don't know if it's
because they know people will still buy them.
I don't know if it's because they just came out with the product and so they're trying to kind of capitalize monetarily on that new product hype wave, or if they're just going to keep them up there at all times because they know people will buy Jack here.
The 30 and the 35 that were in our key, that's what the suggested retail price is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our real world scores are based on the blind tasting as well as what we call our retail and consumer scores. Retail being the price weighed against the availability, and consumer being whether we would buy or recommend that particular product.
We get our real world scores by adding up the thumbs you see on the screen.
There are 10 possible points available, but this is not your everyday 10-point scoring system.
Nope, it's more like a bell curve.
Most things fall in that 4 to 6 point range when we're tasting totally blind. With that said, let's get into our real world scoring. Where are you at on glass 1 for retail, consumer, and real world scores?
So the retail score for Jack Daniel's Bonded for me gets a thumbs up. The price is good. The availability is good.
The proof is good too.
And that 100 proof is a good, solid proof point. So it gets a thumbs up.
It gets a thumbs up for me too. Full disclosure, Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 in our market is dang near $70 bucks. Old Number 7. Old Number 7 is dang near $30 in and of itself from most stores. This coming out at 30 to 33, $4 in our market for all that extra proof, no brainer, thumbs up on retail. Would you buy it though? Would you recommend it?
I would not. So it gets a thumbs down for me on consumer score, unfortunately.
And that puts your reward score at?
2.5.
Wow. It gets a just okay on consumer score for me, only because I'm going to say that I'm like a soft recommend. Maybe try it at a bar or something. For me personally, I probably would give it a thumbs down, but I'm not going to tell you to completely pass on it because it is a pretty decent product for the money. You're getting some good proof, and I'm so glad that Jack Daniel's made this a readily available product. That brings my reward score to a 4 out of 10, right on the bottom cusp of acceptable value for the money as far as I'm concerned. Let's move into glass 2.
Okay.
Where are you at? Jack Daniel's Triple Mash.
Retail score gets a thumbs up. $35, readily available, thumbs up in my brain. And
we liked it more. I'm going to give it a thumbs up too. Actually, we typically have heard that this is like $35 to $38 for a 700 milliliter, but while we did pay $45 for this 700 milliliter, now that it's been out in the market a little bit more from the time we bought it, I've actually seen liter bottles of this available for like $40 to $42.
That's a good deal.
And at that point, you're starting to get into some real value for the money for what you're getting in the glass.
Yep.
So retail thumbs up.
Yep.
Would you buy or recommend this?
What about you on retail?
I said thumbs up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, if I didn't, thumbs up.
Okay.
Would you buy or recommend this product?
I would. So thumbs up there, especially because we're comparing it against glass 1. I would not buy glass 1, but I would buy glass 2. So thumbs up on consumer score for Jack Daniel's Triple Mash. And that brings my real world score to a total of 4.5, which is in that middle point range. Good value for the money.
And I think as much as you like this over this, not necessarily like this in and of itself, but the fact that you like this so much over this is what pushed this to a thumbs down on consumer.
Because
you're just like, why buy this when you can buy
this? We're comparing the two. So why buy something I don't really like as much as glass 2 when they're basically the same price?
Right. A little bit more money, but you
not
like it more. You like it more, so why not?
Yeah.
For me, it's going to get a thumbs up on consumer. I really enjoyed it. I do enjoy this. Some people do talk about a bit of a Play-Doh note. I like that. I freaking love Play-Doh. I'm going to give it a thumbs up on consumer. That brings my reward score to a 5 out of 10, firmly in the middle, right where a product like this should land, in my opinion, and probably about where I would score it if you were just flat out asking me non-blind what I think this product should fall or where this product should fall on our scoring system. I think we kind of covered who these are for already in that little synopsis right there. Yep. But honestly, if you've ever tried Jack Daniel's Old Number 7, and you really like that flavor profile, maybe it's nostalgic for you, pick up a Bonded, see what you think.
Yeah.
To me,
if you want.
Yeah, to me, the reason this got a just okay on consumer score was because I can't wait to make some Jack and Coke with this, but I didn't want to dip into it too much. I didn't want too much familiarity with the product before it came up in our double blind head-to-heads. Whereas with the Triple Mash, honestly, I think the Triple Mash is very, very approachable for almost anybody.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend checking that out if you're into bourbon, rye, American whiskey at all. Yeah, I think it's worth picking up for the price and seeing if you like it.
It's good for any, even like a new bourbon drinker.
Yeah, and it's absolutely worth checking out if you like Play-Doh. Like we said, you're going to probably see it in the bloopers, but we had some Play-Doh discussion regarding this and a little bit of a note that we picked up on it as we went along.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I ate Play-Doh as a child. On that note, thanks for watching.
Be good to each other, and if you want to do some good, check out the video description below for a link to our email address. Over there, you can get plugged in. Just shoot us an email, stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. We do a charity fundraiser every October for mental health. Last year, the community rallying around this cause helped raise $15,000. We need some bottle donations, so if you're willing to earmark aside something that you have that you haven't cracked into yet and contribute that to the cause, then you could be a part of helping us raise some more money. We host this thing every October. And like I said, this year we're trying to supersede what we did last year. And you can be a part of that simply by sending us an email. And that's going to be it for this one. Till next time. Cheers. Glass 1 on the nose. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that probably heard through the microphone. Slammed it.
My knuckles.
There's an impact.
All right, I'm just gonna, yeah. I like the way you think, so I like hearing how you think about that.
I like the way you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I've just seen parts of it.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good movie. I saw it when I was in high school.
I've never seen that, and I've never seen The Green Mile.
And then you got mad at me when I asked you if you'd seen Forrest Gump. You've never seen The Green Mile, but you got mad when I asked if you've seen Forrest Gump.
It's so long.
It's so good.
It's so long.
You know it's based off of...
I don't want to do anything for 3 hours.
You know it's based... It's so good. Did you know it's based off a book?
Yes, I know that. From Stephen King.
I didn't know that until
I haven't read the book
like
either.
a week ago.
I haven't read the book either.
How do you spell ethanol?
ETH, anol, anol.
A?
ANOL.
I thought there was a Y in there somewhere.
No. You know, there was once upon a time where I wrote the word apple, APPLE.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you write it enough, it starts looking weird.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, is it APPEL? This was like, to be fair, I was like in 5th grade or something, you know?
I did the same thing.
I got real confused.
I did the same thing with the word of. And I was probably in like middle school because OF, but for some reason I remember specifically thinking, is it OV? Like, is it OV?
You were French back then, weren't you?
I wish.
Ooh.
I wish. Oh my gosh. You have no idea.
You're so pretty.
I just wanted to tell you that. I thought that was cool.
I'll be like that girl in the bathroom line. You're so pretty.
You're so pretty.
You're so pretty. Oh my God, I love your shoes.
If he doesn't talk to you, he's dumb.
Is that what y'all say?
Oh yeah. We hype each other up.
Like, by tearing other people down?
Yeah, like, well, because you're out at the club.
No, dirty.
You're with a guy. You're like, you know what? He doesn't deserve you. You're so pretty. You could do so much better.
I was making a lot of assumptions.
Yeah. It's just with total strangers.
Okay.
You know what's the best?
What?
It's a fresh can of Play-Doh.
Oh, yeah.
Like a fresh one where it's like pristine and you just dump it out and it like has no... Oh, it's so pretty.
It's like the log.
Yeah.
It's like the Yule log, but it's the joy log.
The joy log of Play-Doh, and then you just, we need to get
What do you
Play-Doh.
do? You're just like, and then you didn't say any other words. I don't know what means.
I think what I like to do, I haven't played with Play-Doh in so long, I take out the nice, fresh, pristine log, and then I set it where it's like this, and then I push it down till it's flat like a pancake.
You're destructive.
Yeah.
Why did you say yeah? Like your eyes got big and you got a big smile.
Because that's what
I'm destructive.
I really want to play with Play-Doh now.
I would just open up all the ones because you get them in the multi-packs.
How would they dry out if you leave them open?
No, listen. I would get all of them and I would open them all up and I would just smell all of them.
So you didn't ever play with it? You just smelled it?
Mostly, yeah.
Were you high on Play-Doh for most of your childhood?
Oh yeah, and that's what's wrong with me today.
Checks out.
That and the brain injury that I had.
Oh yeah, the double basal skull fracture.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
too.
that'll do it too.